What is going on, guys? ActionPack79 here, and we are back with another video. Yes, we got the good old Battlefront 2 gameplay back, and we are here with Nolan Talks Movies to talk about Godzilla 2014. And a quick disclaimer, I'm just gonna agree with every single word he says because last time we didn't really agree on something. He kind of disrespected my whole existence. I mean, he roasted me. Yeah, like, and I'm not talking about like a medium rare. I'm talking like well done. But anyways, guys, yeah, we got another collab, and our next one is gonna be Skull Island with Fritzky. So yeah, if you guys are looking forward to that, drop a thumbs up, hit that like button, and yeah. Okay, let's get into the video.
Hello everybody, my name's Nolan and I'm from the channel Nolan Talks Movies. Thank you so much Action Pack Studio 79 for having me on, and today we're going to be reviewing Godzilla from 2014. What are our thoughts on the film? Let's find out. So starting off with the good of the film, Godzilla, for me, of course, it will always be hated on because there's not a ton of Godzilla, unfortunately. But it's a very stylistic film for me, and it's a film that I quite admire, although I don't love it that much. I understand what director Gareth Edwards was going for when he was trying to make this film. He was trying to make a realistic yet emotional depiction of Godzilla. And while it didn't work out for the fans that much because the fans were really just there to see Godzilla, I admire what he tried to do with the film, adding those human elements, adding those clips of dialogue, and I understand why he was trying to make the film he was trying to make. Unfortunately, that's not what the fans wanted, so I do think this film gets a bad rap. I think all the actors, including Bryan Cranston, gave a fine performance, nothing really too groundbreaking there. The acting performances aren't subpar really, but they don't add much to the film, so they're pretty mediocre. I do like the style of the film, the darkness of the film. Of course, I would have loved to see more Godzilla, and even when I saw him on screen, I would have liked to get a better look at Godzilla, but I still enjoy the stylistic depiction the film was making.
So, for those of you who didn't know, Godzilla 2014 is actually my favorite movie out of the whole MonsterVerse franchise. Now, I know a lot of people really like Skull Island and think that one is the best and a lot of people's favorites, but I don't know. Godzilla has just resonated with me more. Now, I know it doesn't get a lot of praise because it was sort of different from his... Yeah, I'm not even going to try to pronounce that name right because I feel like every single fan of this movie is just going to cave my skull in for pronouncing his name wrong. Now, I am a devoted man to the Monkey Bible. I try to live more like monkey and less like man every day, but I don't know. I've just always liked Godzilla more than Kong. I think that this film's greatest flaw is also its greatest positive point, in my opinion. The fact that we don't get to see a lot of Godzilla. And yeah, that's something that really ticks people off because we wanted to see this giant CGI lizard for the first time after this muck came out. It's a big problem for a lot of people because they don't really get to see this guy, especially after the last representation of him was garbage. I think the reason they did this was so that they could prove that they could make a good, entertaining film without needing Godzilla to be in it every second in every frame of the film. Now, I'm not saying don't use Godzilla. He's your title character, but don't use him so much to the point where the film is just a generic monster movie as Godzilla King of the Monsters was. You sort of need to have a balance. The film does a really good job with the humans. They're not overly stupid and annoying like they were in King of the Monsters. I mean, come on, man. Did you have to leave the orca on that tape? The only really thing that I could think of was stupid was how quick they killed off Walter White. I don't know, he's a meme now because of freaking Breaking Bad. But they killed him off so quickly, and that was, I don't know, I kind of wish he had a little more potential, I guess. I mean, he was an interesting character. I mean, his wife died. I thought that was good. I mean, at this point, if anybody needs character development, just kill one of their family members. Another great thing that this movie does is it really humanizes these animals. It really animalizes these kaiju, these titans. Because they don't act like monsters or anything. They really act like like an animal that you'd see in the wild. That's why I said animalizing. I don't know if that's a word. I didn't want to say humanizing because I don't know about you, but when it's time for like the birds and the bees. I'm not gonna be pulling a nuke out of my back pocket. So the word animalizes. They do a good job with it because they show the way they act with each other when they're mating. The way that they defend themselves is very realistic to something that you'd see in the wild today. It's not like they're talking and doing all this crazy stuff like picking buildings up or I don't know, freaking RKOing each other. They do a really good job bringing these creatures to life and bringing them onto the big screen.
Moving on to the bad, even though I like what Gareth Edwards was doing, what he was trying to do, should I say, the dialogue is just boring, and even I was like, can we just cut back to Godzilla? It's a film that leaves you wanting more, but not in a good way. Usually when I'd say that, it's because the film left you wanting a lot more because it's great. This film leaves you wanting more because it didn't really deliver what the title promised. And that's a big problem because, first of all, the fans aren't going to enjoy it, the critics aren't going to enjoy it, and your film overall is going to get a bad rap. Which is exactly what happened to Godzilla, and in some aspects, like I said, with Part of the Good, it deserved it. With some aspects, it didn't. So, it's mixed, really, for me, when I say that the film is not the best, because I don't think it deserves the hate it gets. But at the same time, you have to deliver on what you're promising. And if you say you're going to give the fans Godzilla, and you give him like 5 minutes of Godzilla in a film titled Godzilla, the fans aren't going to be happy. So, am I a fan of Godzilla? I'm gonna do an on this. It's a pretty solid film for me. I enjoy what they were trying to go for, but I definitely think they were setting themselves up for failure. I'm gonna give Godzilla 5 out of 10 popcorn buckets on my ranking scale. Again, thank you so much for Action Pack Studio 79 for having me. Make sure to subscribe to his channel. He makes a bunch of awesome stuff. And until then, my name's Nolan, signing off.
But yeah, guys, that is the end of today's video. Those are all my thoughts. I'd love to hear you guys' thoughts on the comment section. I'd love to hear you guys' ideas on this film and your thoughts on it in the comment section below. And yeah, thank you so much, Nolan, for joining me today to talk about this film. And yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.